Good morning and welcome to the Faith and Wellness channel. My name is Nicola Brown. I am a therapist in Washington, D.C., and I'm really excited just to share tips and information that I believe can really help you on your journey. Today, I want to talk about faith during difficult times. Now, this is a very difficult season for a lot of people. There are a lot of uncertainties, there are a lot of changes that are happening at a very rapid pace, and for some people, that creates anxiety. I want to encourage you during this time by providing you with 5 tips that you can use during seasons like this. One is meditation. Meditation is extremely powerful. The scriptures call us to meditate on His Word day and night. So, meditation oftentimes may not be fully understood by people and can sometimes be associated with other religions. However, the scriptures mentions meditation numerous times and encourages Christians and believers to meditate on the Word of God. It does give us peace to know the Word of God, to know the truth, to know what God says about difficult situations, to know what He says about the storms that are coming in our lives. He is our safety net. He is our rock. He's the one that we can go to. So remember the importance of meditation. Along with that is mindfulness. Now, mindfulness, this is the second tip. Mindfulness is a form of meditation, and what it simply is the ability to be present in the moment that you're in. Oftentimes, many people live their lives looking at the past, trying to figure out why that happened, how can I fix this, I wish I hadn't done that, just maybe regrets from the past, or even trauma. They're unable to move past a significant event that occurred in their lives. Then we have people who are also fixated on the future. They're unable to enjoy the present moment because they're consumed with thoughts about what they believe will happen in the future. Both of these prevents us from being present in the moment that we currently have. Truly, all we have is this moment. So being still and being present is critical to really accomplishing the things that we want to accomplish in life. So, and to alleviate the anxiety and worries about the past and also about the future. So, meditation, mindfulness. The third tip I'm going to suggest is a digital detox. It is so amazing the amount of time that we as Americans, I'm in America, so we know that the average American spends about 11 hours a day consuming some form of media. That could be driving in your car, listening to the radio. It could be reading an article online, watching a clip on YouTube. There are many, many hours that we spend mindlessly consuming information. I encourage people to take a digital detox to begin to remove their unknowing, I'll lightly say, uh, gentle obsession with social media. We know in the mental health field that this has become an addiction for many people, and that they associate a lot of their self worth with likes and retweets and things like that. So I really encourage people to begin to separate themselves from social media. The other part of that is that the media is designed to get you to continue to keep watching. I don't know if you watch some of the major news outlets, but every 5 minutes there's a breaking news story. So everything feels like an emergency, everything seems urgent. That creates anxiety, and it also keeps you watching the show. It is strategically designed to keep you watching the show. So I just want to encourage people to be mindful of that and to try, for example, a weekend without the media. That is, you turn the television off, you turn the notifications off on your cell phone, and you do not go on Facebook and Twitter and things like that. Now, if you are a person who is always on those things and that's your primary form of communication, I encourage you to perhaps let people know that you're taking a break. But I really think that this is extremely effective in helping people begin to process the information that they are receiving, rather than just continuously consuming and consuming and consuming information and not allowing your brain to really begin to think critically and to process the information that you are being fed. The third, uh, the fourth tip I want to give you is to make sure you sleep. So that ties into the media. We know that a lot of people have sleeping disorders. And one of the things I encourage my clients to do is to create a sleep regimen, which is pretty much a schedule to help you go to sleep. And one of the tips I usually tell people is to not use your phone an hour before you go to sleep. That is because the light on our phones and our television tricks our brains into thinking that it's still daylight. So we are unable to go to sleep right away after watching television or using our phone. So I just want to encourage you to try to figure out some techniques and strategies to make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Now, for some people, they have a legitimate sleeping disorder. If this is something that you've been struggling with for a long time, I do encourage you to talk to someone. Reach out to your a counselor. Psychology Today is a great place to find a counselor. You can search by your health insurance or by your preferences to find someone that can really help you. Uh, and the fifth tip I want to give to people when they're dealing with just difficult times and making sure you manage your stress levels to make sure you eat well. Now, I recently made some significant changes in my diet, and I'm now reintroducing different foods back into my diet. But I saw a significant change in my energy level, and I was able to remove coffee completely from my diet and replace it with foods that naturally boost your energy, and that I did not need coffee or caffeine to help me throughout the day. So I want to encourage people to make sure when you eat, you eat 3 meals a day, you have healthy snacks, and then also that you eat the proper foods. Like research probiotics, um, different nutrients in our food, chia. I want you to look up different supplements that you can also take. Of course, drinking water, and just knowing what works for your body is so important. And then lastly, as a bonus tip, because I love giving bonuses, I just encourage people to exercise. Now, I last year was a part of the crew that joined the gym. I was making all the regular gym people upset because I, got my gym membership and I was in there for a good 3 months, and then I never went back. And I realized for me, I need one, the gym is not the ideal place for me, and two, I need a exercise regimen that's gonna work. That's simple, that's practical, that I could do anywhere. And so I figured that out for myself, and I do it every morning. So what I encourage you to do is to find some kind of exercise regimen that works well for you, that you can actually do, that's simple, and hold yourself accountable to doing it. Because what we know through research is that exercise works just as well as antidepressants. So, for people who are, saying that they're never going to take medication, they don't want to be on medication, I encourage you to do the research and to talk to a clinician. I tell people not to rule anything out. Don't rule anything out. But if this is what you believe, then you must be willing to incorporate some significant lifestyle changes in order to get the benefits that you need from exercise, from food, from your support system, etc. So these are some tips that I just wanted to share with everyone on how to manage stress during difficult times. Tip 1 is to meditate on the Word of God. Tip 2 is to practice mindfulness. Tip 3 is, oh my goodness, what did I say, guys? Tip 3 is digital detox. Yes, making sure that you cut out the internet, social media, that you really begin to focus on what's happening in your life, like in your real life, and processing the information that you're taking in. Tip 4 is making sure you sleep and you get enough rest. Tip 5 is making sure you eat well. And then my bonus tip is just to begin to incorporate some form of exercise and movement into your life. So I hope this is helpful for you. I wish you all the best on your journey. Peace and blessings. Take care. Bye.